There's no shortage of tiny, portable Bluetooth speakers that appear to deliver powerful audio in a waterproof design. But this waterproof speaker really does pack a punch for a speaker of its size. Also, a retro compilation gaming system worthy of its name, channeling gaming nostalgia through a standalone device. Welcome to ChilliTech. In today's video, we take a look at some incredible products, as well as a cool piece of retro tech at the end. So stick around until then, give us a like and hit the subscribe button. Let's go! Number 1. Anker Soundcore Liberty Air. While just about every audio manufacturer offers true wireless earbuds these days, it hasn't really contributed to a drop in price, with most pairs going for well over $100. So just on that basis alone, Anker's $79.99 Soundcore Liberty Air earphones are appealing. The deal gets sweeter when you consider they sound better than pairs that cost twice as much. Add simple controls and a water-resistant design, and you get our budget-friendly, true wireless earphones. Available in black, the Soundcore Liberty Air earpieces have a glossy exterior and touch-sensitive control surfaces on the outer panels. Like the Apple AirPods, they have a stem that hangs down from your ear, but unlike the AirPods, they are proper earphones that seal off the ear canal completely. They are also rated IPX5, meaning that they can withstand water splashes from any direction but shouldn't be submerged. The on-ear controls divide tasks between two earpieces, with the right ear controlling playback, call management and track forward, and the left ear controlling track backward and summoning your mobile device's voice assistant. All of these actions are handled with various taps or holds for a few seconds. There are also some phone-specific controls that can be utilised when on a call, such as a double tap putting the control call on hold to answer an incoming call. The flip-top charging case has a black matte surface with 3 status LEDs on the top front face. The included micro USB charging cable connects to a micro USB port on the bottom panel. You also get 5 pairs of silicone ear tips. The earpieces don't utilise any ear fins in addition to the tips, but the fit is quite secure. At $80, Anker's Soundcore Liberty Air are easily among the best sounding sub $100 true wireless earphones available. Number 2. Sony SRS-XB12. There's no shortage of tiny portable Bluetooth speakers that appear to deliver powerful audio in a waterproof design. The Sony SRS-XB12, however, is the rare example that lives up to its claims. At $59.99, it's affordable, and its IP67 rating means it's fully waterproof. As for audio, the SRS-XB12 really does pack a punch for a speaker of its size. Those seeking truly powerful sound need to spend more on a larger system, but if a small speaker is your main priority, the audio output here is truly impressive. Measuring roughly 3.7 by 3 inches and weighing in at 8.6 ounces, the cylindrical SRS-XB12 is available in black, blue, grey, green or red models, and is small enough to throw in a tote or even a large coat with deep pockets. Its single 46mm driver fires upward and is protected by a metallic grille. The rest of the speaker's exterior is a matte rubber texture. Internally, the driver also gets help from a passive radiator. Beneath the covered panel, there's a micro USB port for the included charging cable, a reset pinhole button, and a 3.5 auxiliary input. Across the base of the speaker, there is a control panel with buttons for power, volume, up and down, play, pause, and an add button that allows you to pair with other Sony speakers and assign one as a left or right channel in a stereo pair. The bottom panel of the SRS-XB12 is rubberized just like the rest of the exterior. That said, the speaker produces so much bass vibration for its size, it will definitely dance across tabletops and possibly jump right off on certain tracks. Thus, the attached lanyard is a design element we approve of and recommended using when cranking things up. The SRS-XB12's IP67 rating means it can be subjected to quite a bit of water, provided the covering protecting the ports is closed. It's able to be submerged in up to 1 meter for 30 minutes, so it can definitely withstand rain or a poolside splash, and can be rinsed off under a faucet. It's dust resistant as well, and therefore a solid choice for the great outdoors. Sony estimates the SRS-XB12's battery life to be roughly 16 hours, but your results will vary with your volume levels. Number 3. Anker Soundcore Flare. By now, Bluetooth speakers that also put on LED light shows are not a new thing. We've seen multiple examples from JBL and Razer. At $59.99, however, the Soundcore Flare represents the most affordable model to date. Even without the LEDs flashing, the speaker looks sophisticated and cool, and is somehow also waterproof. And as far as audio goes, the Flare does a solid job of projecting clear, rich sounds at higher volumes than you would expect from a size and price. Measuring roughly 5.9 by 3.5 inches and weighing in at just over a pound, the Flare has a cylindrical shape that widens at the base and stands upright. The main outer panel is wrapped in a handsome cloth grille, which is a classy touch that's a little more sophisticated than the materials we typically see on a sub $100 speaker. The bottom panel is rubberized to keep it from dancing around tabletops when vibrating with bass, and the LED panel is a 360-degree strip at the bottom. Internally, dual 6-watt drivers deliver audio in all directions. The Flare's IPX7 rating adds even more value. IPX7 means the speaker can withstand immersion in water up to 1 meter. It's immersive to say the least, to find all of these features combined in a budget model. Along the back of the speaker, there's a rubberized panel housing the power and pairing buttons, as well as a covered section that protects the micro USB port for the included charging cable, and also a 3.5 auxiliary input. The top rubberized panel houses a central play-pause button that also controls track navigation when tapped multiple times, as well as call management for the speakerphone function. To the left and right of it are plus and minus controls for volume. Below the playback button, there's a bass button for enhancing the low end, and at the top a button for controlling the LED lights. Pressing it multiple times adjusts the hues and patterns or eventually disables it. Battery life is estimated to be roughly 12 hours, but your results will vary depending on your volume levels, your mix of wired and wireless playback, and how much you use the LED lights. Number 4. Edifier R1280T. We are seeing fewer and fewer speakers like the Edifier R1280T these days. Intended to work with home stereos and PCs, they have dual input so multiple sound sources can be connected simultaneously. And unlike most of what we test in this price range, there are no wireless capabilities. This handsome stereo pair has wood veneer paneling that looks like it should be more expensive than the modest $99.99 price tag. They also pleasantly surprise in the audio department, with a rich, bright balanced sound signature and adjustable EQ. For the classy design and solid audio performance, the R1280T earns a top spot for affordable PC speakers. They feature wood veneer paneling on the sides and a matte metallic finish up top. The grills are grey cloth with the Edifier logo at the bottom, and they are also removable. Beneath the grille, each speaker packs a 4-inch woofer, a 13mm silk dome tweeter, and a port to move air and allow the drivers to perform more efficiently. The right speaker is the only powered one of the duo. Its power feeds the left unit via a detachable cable. The right speaker also has an IR sensor for a simple remote control that only has 3 buttons: mute, volume up and volume down. And located on the right speaker's right side panel is a recessed area housing 3 knobs. The lowest knob is for volume, the middle for bass, and the top for treble. The bass and treble knobs have indents for the midpoint of the dial, which is the neutral setting. For $100, the Edifier R1280T's audio quality is impressive. Budget-friendly PC speakers rarely sound this good and deliver this much power. Number 5. Sega Genesis Mini. 2 years after the at-game Sega Genesis flashback system was released to widely negative reviews, the Sega Genesis finally has a retro compilation system worthy of its name. The Sega Genesis Mini stands alongside Nintendo's NES Classic and SNES Classic as one of the best examples of harnessing gaming nostalgia in a standalone device. This tiny $79.99 console looks and sounds just right and is loaded with 42 different games. It even comes with 2 controllers. The Genesis Mini is a must-have for fans of the original. The doors on the cartridge slot open, the volume slider moves, and a moulded silver 16-bit logo stands out on the flat dome that dominates the top of the console. The power switch and reset button both work as intended, respectively turning the system on and returning it to the main menu. The front of the system holds 2 USB ports for the included controllers. Unlike the original Sega Genesis, it doesn't have a headphone jack. The back of the console features a HDMI port and a micro USB port for power, just like the Nintendo and Sony miniatures. The Sega Genesis Mini is to the original Sega Genesis what the SNES Classic is to the Super Nintendo. The retro game system is a love letter to Sega's 16-bit games, with a fantastic design and excellent emulation. The game selection could be stronger, but it captures some of the best the Genesis had to offer. The Genesis Mini is easily worth its $80 price tag, along with the extra $15 to $20 you should spend on a Retrobit 8-button arcade pad to go with it. And now for some cool retro tech, the floppy disk. Floppy disks were a type of data storage medium that originally appeared in the 1970s. The first was the 8-inch floppy disk capable of storing just 80 kilobytes of data. As the floppy disk got smaller, their storage capacity grew, and by the mid-1980s, the 3.5-inch floppy disk was able to store a respectable 1.44 megabytes. Floppy disks were unfortunately vulnerable to magnets and heat, and were easily corrupted. By the 1990s, software size meant many disks were required for most applications, so CD-ROMs began to take over. The floppy disk now only lives on as a saved icon in most software applications. All product links are in the description below. If you guys want to know more about the products we've reviewed, or want us to make a video on any specific products, let us know in the comments section. But for now, don't forget to follow us on all our other socials where we share updates too. Also, if you liked the video and want to see more, why not give us a like, hit the subscribe button, and give our channel a follow too. Adios amigos.